Wrestling Rampage here, back with another video.
That's right, we are back with another video, and today, as you know in the title, because you clicked this video because you've seen the title, it is the review for WWE's Sting Into the Light DVD. But before we do get started on that, make sure that you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestleRampage2. Follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We do DVD reviews, we do pay-per-view reviews, we do prediction videos, we do top 10s, worst 10s, whatever. We do everything here on Wrestle Rampage. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be talking about the Sting Into the Light DVD. There's the cover with Sting right there with the baseball bat, the shining light. Sting covering up his eyes, it looks like to me. Then it has the Sting. It's kind of a pop-out Sting cover. You can feel it across it. The back, a bunch of him in the matches. There's the Sting with the light bulb above. You open it up here. Action shot from WrestleMania 31. There's everything everything that's going to be on the DVD. Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3. The first disc is a documentary about Sting and his life. Really good.
Yes, it was. It was a really good documentary on Sting. Even Vince wanted to talk to him.
That's right.
And it was a great documentary. Actually, a very good documentary. It wasn't very long, though, but...
I mean, you can only get what you can get.
Yeah.
These days. It talks about everything that happened, with him being in the NWA, how he first started with the Ultimate Warrior, just everything about it, and he's actually sitting down and watching some of the old matches.
Yes.
On this DVD, him versus Ric Flair from the Clash of the Champions, where they had a 45-minute draw.
Him versus Hogan at Starrcade 97, and the last Nitro match against Ric Flair.
It's just a really, really good documentary.
And the Flair match at Great American Bash,
where he first won the title.
Yeah.
And then it shows some of the backstage stuff from how he got signed in WWE, him going to WWE headquarters, talking to Paul, Triple H. Just a really good documentary.
Yes.
Really solid.
He even talks a little bit about his TNA.
Well, he goes. Now, I was actually skeptical that they were actually going to put TNA in the DVD, but all they said was after the last Nitro and everything, he ended up just going to another company for 7 or 8 years. He said that's TNA. TNA Wrestling, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to WWE stuff. But pretty good. Disc 1 was amazing. Disc 2 is it's actually most people would assume it's matches, but there's matches and stories on the second disc. Now the third disc is just matches, but has him and Ultimate Warrior, Rock, or whatever you want to fucking call him from back in the day. Some of their matches, and that weren't very good.
Yes.
Then Sting, does a bunch of talks of just a bunch of stories and stuff. How he never knew what he was going to say in his interviews, and sometimes he would go off the rail and just. And that's why sometimes he just beat his chest and howled because he forgot what he was going to say. And it got the crowd pumped up, so why not do that? It shows you Sting going into his barn, his slash garage, and he has a bunch of his wrestling stuff boxed up. Some of his colorful jackets, colorful gear that he had, his tights, just certain things that he's had over
His
the
wrestling
years.
boots.
That's right. Boots.
Memorabilia.
The Hulkabear story.
Yeah.
He had a Sting bear, but talks about him and Luger getting chased in the mall. The epic match at Starrcade not Starrcade 91, but Super Brawl 91, with the Steiners, Lex Luger, and Sting.
Yeah. That was a great match, by the way.
It was a great match. Then they just did a bunch of behind the scenes stuff where he was getting photographed, and WrestleMania 31 access with a lot of the fans.
Yeah, and there was this weird kid. This weird guy.
Yes, there was this weird guy.
You'll see it on the DVD with some weird guy.
But and then it goes through all the matches. Some of earlier matches in Memphis in the Mid-South area with Ultimate Warrior, going into the UWF, going into the NWA, going into WCW, and a lot of his WCW matches. Ric Flair, the Great Muta. They actually have that good match from Super Brawl, Sting, Lex Luger versus the Steiners.
Yes, and have a lot of great matches. Vader
from Slamboree '94.
Yeah.
They got Sting versus Cactus Jack on Worldwide. It was a submit or surrender match. That was a good match. Him and Hogan at Nitro. They even have a stunning Steve Austin match on here.
Versus Sting.
Sting versus the Giant, Sting versus Goldberg, DDP, Bret Hart. Most of them are from Nitro. And then they got Sting's WWE debut at Survivor Series of 2014, where all he did was Scorpion Death dropped Triple H, and Triple H sold it like a champ.
That's right.
And then, of course, leading into WrestleMania 31, Sting versus Triple H. To this day, I was pissed off. Still am pissed off about it. Sting should have won. But overall, I would say that
it was a really good DVD.
It's a really good DVD. It was better than the other Sting DVD, the Best of Sting DVD. It was just a comp of matches. There was no backstory. Sting didn't really talk in it. This DVD sheds a lot of light on, like it says, Sting Into the Light, about Sting's life and how he found God, and
yes, and he's married, new marriage.
Just really, really good DVD. I suggest
really goes into Sting's life.
I would suggest
and here's
anybody
the
go
thing
out and get
I
it.
respect about Sting here. When the paint comes off, he's Steve.
That's right. He doesn't live his character like
he
a lot.
Don't live his character like other people. Sting when Sting goes out and puts the face paint on, he's Sting. When he wipes the face paint off, he's Steve Borden. That's the way it should be.
That is the way it should be.
I highly recommend y'all to go pick up Sting Into the Light. It's a great documentary. Talks about Sting, life, and everything else, and he had drug problems. He even admitted it on the DVD.
Yes.
That's why his marriage crumbled.
Well, his first marriage crumbled.
He talked about it. He had no problems in talking about it. It was a good DVD, a great DVD. You should pick it up. We here at Wrestling Rampage highly recommend y'all to pick up Sting Into the Light. It's out now.
I got it at Walmart for $19.97.
$20.
That's right. $21.06 is how much it was, to be exact. But it was a great DVD. I suggest, especially if you're a big Sting fan, go out and get this DVD. I know that a lot of people were pumped about the Best of Sting DVD. Into the Light blows it out of the water.
Yes.
So I suggest anybody that's a big Sting fan, or if you're just a wrestling fan in general, like us.
Yes.
I mean, I was a Sting fan. Don't get me wrong, but here at Wrestling Rampage, wrestling is our thing. So
Yes.
I had to go out and get the Sting Into the Light DVD, and I suggest that you go out and get Sting Into the Light yourselves.
Yes.
Great documentary.
Great.
It has some great matches on it, and some great stories
Yes.
and behind the scenes stuff that you don't really see a lot in other DVDs. But make sure that you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestleRampage2. Follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. And feel free to send us any messages that you want to send us on those media sites. Make sure that you comment below. Give a thumbs up for this video. And we just want to thank you for taking your time to watch us and see our thoughts on the Sting Into the Light DVD. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button, because we
Yes.
have more great video and content coming up for you guys right here on Wrestling Rampage. And we want to thank you for watching, because Wrestling Rampage is that cream that rises to the top. That's right, the cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.